So today I'm going to be doing a hard gel nail fail. Okay, so the products I'm going to be using is a Savuland Clear as well as Milk Tea. I'm going to be using Mirage Gold, Antique Brass, Apricot, and Rose Gold Dreams in LA. In LA. Hey. So, what's up, y'all? It's your girl Wendy, and I'm back with another video. If you're new to my channel, please go ahead and consider subscribing to your girl's channel. New videos posted every Tuesday and Thursday, sometimes on Wednesdays, depending on what's going on. A1 since day one, or however long you've been here. I sure appreciate you. Know what I'm saying? Know what I'm talking about? Already, man, it's all love. So today, I am going to be showing y'all the struggle was real. Okay? The struggle was real. It was struggle-tastic. Whatever, insert fail here. Okay, so what I'm gonna be doing is I'm going to be doing some hard gel nails that I really liked. Okay, I really liked the color. I liked how the color popped. I liked how the color was different from any other color that I've worked with before. But sis, let me tell y'all, story time. So I decided that because sometimes I'll do my nails in my room, but normally like I'll do it on my bed. I'll have like my puppy pad down and just sitting watching some shows doing my nails. But I said to myself, I said, myself said, huh? I said, well, I think was it me that suggested it? No, it was my daughter. My daughter said, well, why don't you just, record as you're in your room? Why don't you record this time? And I said, you know what? That girl is smart, because there are oftentimes I'll do some nails and they'll be fire, not fire, fire. They'll be fire. And then I don't have no video footage of it. And then, you know what I'm saying? It'd be like, what? People be like, wait, did you do a video of them nails? And I have to say no, because I didn't do no video of them nails because I did it in my room. So, brought up a TV tray and so on and so forth to, y'all ain't got nothing to do no way. You clicked on this video, so you want to see. So I did, brought my stuff up here in one of the little reusable 10-cent bags. Yes, ma'am. Bags here in California, they cost you 10 cents. Unless you shop at the commissary or maybe some place where some people will just give you a bag for free. So before I went upstairs, because I like to, during the day, I have my AC on like 72, 70, somewhere in them ranges, okay? But when I get ready to go to bed, I like to have the thermostat on. Wait for it. Y'all waiting? 66. Okay. So I put that bad boy on 66, and I was like, I said, oh, we should be good. You know what I'm saying? Not thinking that as I put it on 66, when you go up in your room, you right under the vent, sis. So basically what ended up happening was that because it was so cold in my room, it was so cold right where I was at, to where I was like, bro, maybe I should put a hoodie on. And I was like, you ain't put no hoodie on. You gonna get stuff all on the hoodie if you do it that way. So I was like, well, maybe a long sleeve shirt. So I didn't put nothing on. I was like, put your blanket over your shoulders. I said, if you put your blanket over your shoulders, your blanket gonna get nasty, because that hard gel is sticky and it just has a mind of its own. So I'm leaving all this footage in here so that y'all can see that the struggle was very, very real. So it was so hard to scoop out like a small portion of the builder gel. Okay? Builder gel, hard gel, they're the same. So it was hard. You see, look, you see how that's coming off right there? You want to know why it's coming off? It's coming off because it's frozen. So I had to literally, that clear gel that I had put on there previously, I literally had to go in there and scrub that bad boy off. So not only am I scrubbing, did I have to scrub it off, like I also had to pull that bad boy off. So as I'm trying to pull it off, scrub it off, get it off, so that way the thumbnail wasn't messed up, what ended up happening was that as I tried to like pull and push with my brush, my brush was having technical difficulties as well. Like my brush didn't want to move. My brush was like, "Nah, son, we not we not doing this. Like I'm not doing what you want me to do because you got your room so daggone cold. It's on 66. Like we have no, we're not pliable. We're not pliable. So I ended up just going in with a, well, rather thick layer. But watch the brush. Watch how with the brush it's like not moving like a brush would normally move. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to do all the tricks that I know. And so there was a point to where I was getting very, very frustrated because I was like, man, bruh, like you know how to work with polygel. Like what's going on? I had not considered the fact that, sis, your glue is, not only is it frozen, but it just don't want to do what you want it to do. So what I ended up doing was, oh, even the nails that I put on, like, so the gel that I use the Enel Couture Souffle gel. And then I also use the Enel Couture Long Sculpture Coffin Nails. So I've been doing this for about to be 2 years, doing my own nails, you know what I'm saying? So I'm applying the nails the way that I know how, you rough up the surface of the nail, you put the builder gel, the base gel on your natural nail, and then you put whatever glue you're going to use into the base of the nail, you know what I'm saying, of the artificial nail. So I'm doing all that, right? So I did that. I put them all on. So then I like took the, you know how like sometimes you can press the cuticles of your nails like from sidewall to sidewall, you'll press it a little bit. When I pressed it, I heard it was like, and I was like, what is that? What's going on? So I ain't think nothing of it until I went to go, and because I was thinking about doing my right hand, but at this time, by the time I got done with, because I started my left hand at like 10:30 at night. Okay, on a Sunday night, I started at 10:30. So by the time I got done, it was like 101 just doing my left hand. And that includes like prep and all that good stuff, you know what I'm saying? Because I had already taken I hadn't taken the nails off that I had before. So I had to, file them down and all that good stuff because hard gel, you can't soak hard gel. So I was, so I sat there, took all that time, applied the nails the way I know how to apply the nails, and so on and so forth. Let me tell you, sis, bro, for the few men that watch, let me tell you what happened. I moved over to my right hand, and so I started looking at my index finger, and I was like, is that an air bubble? Because we don't, like, at this point, we don't necessarily really do air bubbles because like I said, I've been doing this for about to be 2 years. You know what I'm saying? As long as we've been in quarantine, long as Rona been here, that's how long I've been doing my nails. So I looked and I said, let me see. So I used my teeth and I started to move the nail. When I tell y'all, the minute I used that tooth to move that nail, bro, that bad boy popped off. So essentially, I was like, whoa, what is that? So I was like, well, I'll just put it back on. You know what I'm saying? So I started looking at the other nails, and it looked like they were like barely on. I said, what is going on here? What we doing? Why is this happening? So essentially, all the nails on my right hand, I was able to pull all them bad boys off. All of them. Every single one of them. So then I started looking at my left hand. And I'm looking upside my left hand head. I know my left hand don't have a head, but I'm looking upside my left hand head, and I'm like, oh, so will you pop off too? You know what I'm saying? Kind of how Jesus did with the disciples, the 12 that was left after the 70, the other ones had walked off, about the 60 something had walked off. So I'm looking at my left hand, will you pop off too? And you know what my left hand said? Yeah. My left hand was like, we sure will pop off. Test us and see. Test us and see if we'll pop off. So I started doing the same thing that I did with my right hand with my left hand. all them bad boys, every single one of them, except for, I want to say, the thumb and middle finger, they just didn't want to come off. But I was like, well, if they came off so easy over here, if it was easy to come off over here, but then y'all gonna pop off too. So I just went with it, and I just pulled them off. So essentially what ended up happening was I gave you that story time to tell you that it does matter the temperature of your room when you're doing hard gel nails. If you're going to be doing hard gel nails and using a gel to adhere the nails with, and your temperature and it's very cold in your room, them bad boys gonna freeze up. Yes, it's gonna look like, oh, we're so pliable. It wasn't even 10 minutes after I had done the nails to where I was popping them off. And that's because the souffle gel is exactly what it says. It's a gel. So when I took it off, like, it was essentially frozen. Same thing with the hard gel. The hard gel, the reason why it was harder for me to work with the Savvyland portion of the hard gel, not necessarily the gel that I made, but they're the same type of product. But the gel that I made, because it was mixed with something else, it was easier to work with, but it still had the same, it was still the same type of effect. It was still cold in my room, so it made it stiffer. And so that's going to be the opposite as well. If your room is really, really warm, to the point to where it's like almost hot, then you're gonna, like, I'm saying this for the winter months. So if you got your heater on and you're literally like right up under the vent, or it's really, really warm in your house, then the gel is going to be runny. You know what I'm saying? So you want to have your room, as you're doing the nails, you want to have your room at an optimal temperature. And so when I say optimum temperature, I would say anywhere between 70 to 74. And I didn't, so this time, like, the AC was on, but it wasn't like kicked on, if that makes sense. So my daughter set the thermostat to 74. And so I just went ahead and did the nails. And then once they were done and they were fully cured, then I went ahead and I turned it down to 68. So I didn't sleep in the 66. I slept at 68, but just not having that like that cold from the AC blowing, like, it did help the nails when I did the next set that I was going to go do. So I'll even want to say that, like, once I was popping the nails off, as I'm popping them off, you know what I'm saying? Like, the color is literally coming off of the nail. So there was like a few nails where, I want to say maybe two, where I could literally peel that clear layer of build hard gel that I put down. I was able to peel that bad boy off. And so I'm sitting looking, and I'm looking like, this is a mess right here, I tell you. Like my uncle used to say, it's a mess, I tell you. So I was so upset, because I'm like, not only did I waste product, now I'm wasting nails. So I was I was upset. But I was able to, figure out what I did wrong, so I can be able to give you guys this story time. So that way, if you're interested in doing hard gel, or if you're gonna, same thing with acrylic, because I'm told that if your room is cold with acrylic, you're gonna have the same problem. Like, it's gonna, it's the acrylic is gonna stiffen up, and then it's not gonna be as pliable as it would. And if you're in a very hot room, the acrylic is going to be very runny. And so you just have to, you want your room temperature, at least while you're doing the nails, to be very nice, not too hot, not too cold. And so it's gonna be, trial and error. But once you get that down, and once you see the mistakes I made, then you're gonna be like, oh, this is what Big Win was talking about. Big Win was talking about this right here. That's what she was talking about, this right here. So I'm going to leave you to this mess of a video, wherever this ends up at, wherever it falls at. So This here has been Journey with Wendy. I want to show you guys my fail so that way someone out there in the YouTube stratosphere can learn what to do and what not to do when using hard gel and or acrylic. I don't know if acrylic is going to be something that I'm going to pick up, but this even applies with polygel. If your polygel is too cold, it's going to be hard to get it out the tube, and it's going to be hard to apply it to your nail. Same thing if it's too hot. If it's too hot, that bad boy gonna run and you're gonna be trying to catch it. You know what I'm saying? So this has been Journey with Wendy. I'm she, her, and Wendy. New videos posted every Tuesday and Thursday. Sometimes on Wednesdays, depending on what's going on. And if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, you can leave them down below or hit your girl up at Journey with Wendy with an I, not a Y, at gmail.com. And with that, you know what that means, that your girl is wet, that your girl is out. Out. She out, she out, she out, she out, she out. She out.